Merry Christmas, DCS crew. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you guys have been having a fantastic holidays, whether you celebrate Festivus, Kwanzaa, Christmas, Hanukkah, pretty much anything under the sun that's legally regarded as a holiday for this particular season. So that being said, I've got a couple of new things. I didn't want to do a, just like a standard video today because of the fact that it's a holiday, and I just kind of wanted to talk, and banter and stuff with you guys. But before I start the video, I do need to ask you, okay? You're heading out to Sunday service, you're going to go ahead and pick out a knife, and you've got these two at your side. Which one do you pick? Do you pick out the bug out? That's the aluminum version, that's M390, or the ProTech Mallery 20 CV, also aluminum scales. Sound off in the comments below, let me know what you think, and we're gonna go ahead and start this video. Stay tuned. Alright guys, what is up and welcome back. So we're gonna go ahead and get this show on the road. There are three knives that I'm gonna go ahead and show you today, starting with number one. In this case, it's from Kizer, and I picked this up through their Friday Club deal thing that they've got going on. Feel free to go ahead and check out Kizer's Instagram for more information, or their Facebook group. And this one right here is based on one that I actually reviewed quite some time ago. I had the titanium version that was a frame lock, and I had the G10 version, which was a liner lock. I did a review of the two together and actually chose the G10 version. So is this one any better? Let's find out, okay? So this one in particular, let me go ahead and show it a little bit closer in the camera so you can see all that badassery right there. This is the Kizer Gemini. This is a Ray Laconical design, and hopefully you can see his name right there. But there have been a few changes here. Okay, now first and foremost, this is a smaller version, so I guess you can call this the small Gemini or the Gemini Mini. It has just under a 2.9-inch blade. I think it says on the box it's 2.87. Carbon fiber shred scales with some nice gold flake that's been thrown into the mix for some added goodness. The hardware itself is black. And speaking of hardware, they actually ship it with some extra hardware. So if for whatever reason you happen to strip any screws, anything like that, they actually include an extra set. Now, one of my biggest issues and pet peeves of this particular knife was the fact that the action was very good, but the detent on this was extremely light, and it was the same with both their G10 version as well as their I think it's Bladesmith line, I guess you could call it. It was the titanium version, was S35 steel, if I'm not mistaken, and that is not the case with this one. This is actually smaller, and you'd think, okay, well, the detent has to be light because it's a smaller blade stock, right? Well, they did a good thing with this one. I gotta say, it came out really well. It's very well designed. Not the biggest fan of how the blade just kind of ends there. Would have liked to seen a sharpening tool, but I digress. This is not going to be an actual review of this knife. I actually just took it out of the box, and I'm going to start carrying it now. So 20 CV steel on this one. Functionally very similar to CTS 204P and M390. So just as an FYI, the biggest difference being is that this is Crucible's CPM 20 CV steel that you get on this one. And it is imported, from the US. So there you go. This one is the first one that I'm going to go ahead and show off. This is a special version from Kizer that was sent out via the Friday Club. It should still be available if you check out there. You can probably Google that, and it should be able to go ahead and bring it up. But this is the Mini Gemini in carbon fiber shred scales with some gold flake in there. Very nice Ray Laconical design. All right, guys, next up is a design from Dylan Mallery that I have been pretty anxious in checking out. This is actually an exclusive design. It was done through Artisan Cutlery's OEM. Really, really badass. It is currently sold out. They only made, if I'm not mistaken, about 200 models of these, and yeah, I'm pretty psyched about showing this. So here you go, guys. Wait a minute. That's the Hedros. That's not the Forest. Okay. Wait a minute. Wrong one, guys. Here we go. This is the Forest right here. Now, when it was available, it was about $175. and they sold out pretty quick. Like I said, there were about 200 made, and I know that because I have this card right here. It is signed by Dylan Dillery, Mr. Mallery right there. It's the Force and S35 yen with the marble carbon fiber. I don't know what it is with the marble carbon fiber. I've been getting a couple these days. Number 4 out of 200. So yeah, I was that cool. I was number 4 to go ahead and pick this up. Nice looking pivot right there with the Mallery M, of course. Nice stone-washed blade. You got some really good looks on this one, I'm gonna be honest. Let's see if it works with the thumb as well as, oh yeah, it's feeling good, nice and slicey. Okay, so this is just under 8 inches overall. It does have only right-hand carry, as you can see here, and the blade itself is just about 3.5 inches, if not 3.5 inches. Now, I want to say it's the full length of the blade, and the usable blade length has got to be significantly under that. I want to say 3.25. But I really like it. I love this tip. It kind of has that reverse tanto kind of tip that helps reinforce this tip for more piercing tasks. Just think of it as a nice slimmer version of the 940 when you look at it like this from here forward. All right, so that is the Forest. This is Dylan Mallery's first OEM consideration. There are going to be others. That's what the rumor mill says. But for right now, you got titanium pivot collars. You got a nice pocket clip. You got a beautiful back spacer in titanium, of course. S35VN steel stonewash blade, carbon fiber shred handles, nice little liner lock. The action is pretty good. And this right here is the Forest from Dylan Mallery of Mallery Designs. And yeah, it's the same guy who designed this one right here. This is, oh man, this is the Hadros from Civivi, by the way. Just a little something extra. Now, obviously, you guys saw the Hadros, okay? And I figured, all right, screw it. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw in another Civivi in the mix, kind of keep that carbon fiber shred going, and throw in this guy that I got recently. Very similar to the one with the gold flake, only it's silver flake. This is the Civivi Imperium. Now, these are resin handles that have carbon fiber and silver flake on the inside, as you can see. It pops pretty nicely. It's got a nice stonewash blade. It's also 3.5 inches. And what's cool and unique about this one is the fact that you have that thumb stud to be able to go ahead and use the action, which, by the way, is on bearings. And you also have that little tab right there in the front for some nice front flipping action. Now, the hardware itself is blacked out, including the thumb stud. Like I said, it rides on bearings. It looks as if it's only meant for right-hand carry. Nitro V steel on this one. Nitro V isn't really one that I have a lot of experience with, but I do love myself a good drop point. I do love stonewash, and it looks like they're finally starting to get it right. It looks kind of like a beat blash that's been very slightly stonewashed, so I mean, I'll give it that. It is what it is, right? And yeah, this is the Imperium from Civivi. Pretty nice, I'm gonna be honest, and this is probably just a little bit smaller, I want to say, than the Forest. In fact, let me go ahead and get all three and put them right here so you can see how they look next to each other. There we go. There's the tallest guy right there. There is, okay, so we have the Forest, we have the Imperium, and then there is the baby Gemini, or the mini Gemini right there, so you can go ahead and see that. And just for scale, I'll go ahead and put the Hadros in there as well. There you go, guys. So there you have it, all right? And yeah, I'm pretty interested in seeing how these all end up carrying. I want to say this one feels pretty cool in the hand. I might actually use this one for my next kind of semi-formal carry, if you will. But this one's calling my name too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bigger fan of that silver flake in this, which makes it really pop, and it gives it that monotone but stylish design. And I just feel like the resin really makes it pop. But plus it has these slots, and it's kind of cut in such a way so where you have a little bit more of a grip on the edges, because resin by itself is actually pretty smooth. So I mean, this might actually work out. I'm digging that. Okay. And the Forest, I mean, besides the fact that I did this to, you know, support my buddy Dylan, it's a good knife. And I wouldn't say that if I was just trying to sell them, because they've all sold out. It's $175. They made 200 of them. and they were gone like that. So that being said, he is going to come out with different variants. Am I going to keep this? Probably. I mean, if he comes out with a variant that has like micarta or a really badass contoured grippy scale, I might be swayed into getting rid of this, but it's going to take quite a bit. That's all I'm saying. And there you go, guys. Those are my 3 knives that I just wanted to go ahead and put a quick video about and talk about. You know, I have a lot of stuff that's been going on. I've been very busy at work, and you know, videos have just been, I mean, for me, I just kind of feel like my material has been a little bit lackluster, so I just kind of wanted to throw a video out there, you know, just for the heck of it. And that being said, you know, thank you so much for watching. And just remember, aside from the fact that, you know, you can go ahead and put your comments about these particular knives in the comments section. If you have any questions about them while the reviews are waiting for it, let me know which of these two, the Bug Out or the ProTech Malibu, that you'd like to consider if you wanted to go to, say, like a church carry or somewhere a little bit more formal and you wanted to carry something with you. I'm actually kind of interested in what you guys would have to say, because both of them seem to be ambidextrous, aluminum handles, upgraded, you know, steel. One is M390, one is 20 CV, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, you know, that sort of thing. And yeah, I'm interested in seeing what you guys would have to say about it. But that being said, whether you choose to carry those or any one of these 3, just remember, guys, if you EDC, think of DCS. Here's some videos for you to go ahead and check out in the meantime. Thank you so much for everything you guys have done for me this year, and have a very, very happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or holiday, I guess. Take care, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.